let's go. All right, so here we are. Tent set up for the night. The footprint that I made the day before I left was too big. So when I get it back home next week, I'll have to trim that down a bit. So, I mean, not the worst thing that could have happened, that's for sure. Obviously, this is the Dan Durston X-Mid Pro 2, so Dyneema tent. It's a bit windy here, so we're gonna see how this deals. I've never really had this tent in any serious wind yet, so we'll see how this goes. Obviously held up by my 2 trekking poles. So yeah, and then I'll just kind of go through the gear that I also have on this trip. Obviously, here's the tent. This tent weighs about 1¼ pounds, not including the stakes. And I'm probably going to, might make this just a hair tighter, but, and I might even stake out some of the other ends tonight just because, yeah, I could see it getting decently windy in this area. So yeah. All right. So we'll start off with this. This is 1/8 inch foam pad from Outdoor Vitals. It is not quite, I believe it's 20 inches wide by 60 inches long, something like that. So not quite the full length of the pad, but good sit pad. A little bit of a tear in it today, so I have to fix that. But it's a good sit pad. It's a good, I put it underneath my sleeping pad for extra protection essentially from the ground from it. It is a polyester 20D pad is the fabric on it, and you'll see here which one it is in a second, and that is kind of why I use this on the underside, is just to help protect that a little bit. I'm going to leave this out for now because I'm going to use that to sit on for supper tonight. Okay, obviously already pulled the tent out. This is my Senshi Designs quarter zip. I believe this is a 90 whatever it is Polar Tech fabric, so it's super lightweight, like 4 or 5 ounces for this fleece. It's really warm for what it is. Got my Swedish cloth here from Gear Trade, local company in Okotoks, Alberta. I also got my electronics bag, which I'll go over in detail in a different video what I bring for electronics on this trip. Gaiters for my feet. Haven't used these yet, but anticipating I will need them at some point since I'm starting to get rocks in my shoes. Also, I pulled this out earlier. This is like my repair kit, so I have a lot of cordage in here, extra cordage and whatnot. The rest of my repair stuff is in my first aid kit, which will be a separate video. Okay. Obviously my water filtration system, so 2-liter CNOC bag, platypus, quick draw filter. I love this setup. I used this setup last year on all my trips. Obviously that's a brand new system for this year, but same system. I got Enlightened Equipment rain jacket, just the cheap Decathlon rain pants. What do we got here? Then let's get into, so I keep everything in a Nylaflume bag. Just kind of start pulling this out as we go here. So this is the Outdoor Vitals turn hoodie. Since I sleep in this, could hike in it if I had to. These are like long johns. They're just merino blend essentially. There's Costco brand, the Paradox brand. I use sleep in that. Extra pair of underwear for hiking. Pillow. So this is the Trekology 2.0 pillow. Darn Tough socks, sleep in, and could hike in and if I had to. This is the minus 33, T33, whatever, merino toque. It's really nice because this one is decently long, so it can go over my eyes when I'm sleeping. All right. This is my Light and Equipment Torrid custom jacket. It's essentially my puffy jacket on this trip. And the sleeping pad. So this is the long wide Nemo Tensor, the 4.2, I believe it is 4.2 R value one, so the latest one at the time of this recording. And then of course, kind of the main piece to the whole sleep system is my Light and Equipment 10 degree quilt. So kept me nice and warm last night. Got a little bit of moisture in it, so hoping to dry it out really good here for tonight. So, but should be decent. It's been dry all day. A lot of sun here right now, so I'm hoping to get this in there, get this completely dried. It feels pretty good. So I went with a 10 because I am a bit of a cold sleeper. Most people will go with a 20. Still only weighs 1.5 pounds, which is really reasonable for something like this. So yeah, I will be using my little pump to inflate that mat. So I'll kind of run a bit of a time lapse of that, but yeah, I'll go through other gear in a different video, but that's kind of the big main ones. Obviously you have the backpack I didn't talk about. This is the Z-Packs Arc Haul Ultra 60 liter pack. So far really liking it. Hopefully it holds up durability wise. Oh, a couple other things I guess that I didn't mention. I got two 1 liter smart water bottles, pretty standard. And I have this kind of half trekking pole. It's from Comperdell. So interesting story on this one. This was actually the set of poles, was this Comperdell like carbon C3 cloud poles was what I was going to take on this Great Divide trip. But I had one of these poles snap on me when it definitely shouldn't have the weekend before. So fantastic. What I'm using here now are the Black Diamond carbon, no, they're not carbon, sorry. The aluminum cork ones, I'm not sure the exact name, but so this actually I just brought along super light, just one of the pieces that actually, not the piece that broke, but the other one, and actually I use this as a leg roller. So, and ideally what I would like to do, and actually what I've ordered, it just wasn't in stock in time for this trip, is one of the Dan Durston Z Flex poles, whatever they're called. So I'll use one trekking pole, one of his, and then I'll have my other trekking pole for other things as well. So, and I won't be taking this. This is just kind of a temporary stretching leg roller thing that probably, and I have used it. So it has been used. It's not like, oh, I just threw in a dead weight. So now obviously tent stakes I didn't mention. I use MSR Groundhog, the big ones. I like them. It's the only thing I use, only thing I've used for like the last two years. It's the only thing I really buy anymore now. No, they're not the lightest, but they're one of the strongest poles, stakes in my opinion on the market. So you have those. Obviously always carrying bear spray. So, and then the food and toiletries and first aid is down in the bear locker right now. But yeah, that's the main gear loadout.